second draft on screen for you guys here. Cogmore was let through once again.
No.
But
How do you let Cogmore get through? And this virus again, which didn't do a lot in game one. I just don't like it.
Yeah, this is quite questionable, especially considering that they banned the Lulu. So they felt the Lulu was more of an issue and more of a threat than Cogmore was. So
big problem is Lulu is just an enchanter. Like, alone she's not an issue. And if she was the only enchanter in the game, great. Get rid of her, problem solved. Problem is you've got Emilio, who does the exact same. Has a bit more CC for this cog to feed off of. Plus, you've now got a reset of CC. So Leona goes in, Emilio presses ult. Viego stuns, Emilio presses ult. Garen, Viego locks him out. There's so many lockdowns on red side. Emilio presses ult. Olaf presses R. You're not gonna. CC doesn't affect him. Tryndamere is about to die. He presses. I quite like this draft. Actually, looking at this draft. The challenge the inner Viking. Challenge the inner Vikings. I love it. I actually quite love it.
Of this, well, not final round, but
final match, the first round.
Yes, there we go. Potential final game of this series of round one. Yes, thank you, man. What would I do without you? But as we get into this game one, fresh, hot off the press, a somewhat repeat of the game one positioning. Only difference being Gwen sitting in the top lane bush. Aside from that, everybody is holding the line.
I mean, for obviously for Fated Ashes, their game plan is going to be simple. Olaf and Tryndamere in the front line, Gwen looking to cut off, and then Cog and Emilio sitting in the back line, free firing. For the side of obviously FATED's duels, you got to imagine Leon and Garen will do the job of the Tryndamere and Olaf, maybe not as well. Viego is going to have to be trying to get a jump on someone, linking up with a Syndra. And I'm intrigued to see what this virus does.
They meet once again in this top lane. Flowers versus JLD. Massive damage coming out from the Gwen. Tries to try and go for more, but they leave each other. Hold on a minute. Ignite coming out. Flash away. Does JLD. That is
he gets nothing, and he doesn't have TP, and he's now down a flash.
Definitely gonna lose at least 2 waves because of that. Flowers, however, no flash on their side. They did use Ignite and Ghost for that entire skirmish. So
he needs to get his helicopter blades as soon as he can.
Oh yes, and he start dishing out the damage as soon as possible. But aside from that, lanes play out, and we'll see what decisions the junglers, I mean, at the moment, will be the biggest players in this early game, as always. Where they decide to go first, we see them rotating. Olaf in that blue side jungle and Viego the same, but they will end up in different or opposite sides of the map. So if they do tend to gank where the path leaves them, then we're gonna see a Viego in the bot lane and an Olaf in the top lane, which is not what we want for our hero up here.
Thing is though, Garen is one of the easier champions to pilot. So if JLD wants a champion that isn't as mechanically challenging as some top laners, you know, Garen's a really good shell, and let's be fair, he's a champion with a funny button.
One of the defining funny buttons, for sure. If your health is low, then you've got to go. But we'll see when that time comes, as he still has 3 levels to go before he gets there. This mid lane is fairly surprising for me, actually, to see the melee champion commanding the pace of this lane is quite shocking.
Thing is, Tryndamere is one of these champions that is kind of annoying as a mage because he has so many tools for that gap close. And early on, mages won't do much. If this was an AD mid, it'd be a very different story. Say like a Tristana, a Zeri, something, even a Corki, something that wants to sit back. But I mean, look at that! Look at the heal. It's, like that is why this Syndra won't do anything because now Syndra's out of mana. Tryndamere came back. He's got a solid 13 CS lead. And yeah, he'll get his boots, get some daggers, and I wouldn't be surprised to see a magic cloak coming in as we see JLD get cut down.
JLD snipped away more than a trim, dies first in this game as Flowers manages to find the first kill for the match. Viego did show themselves, but it was a little too late, unfortunately.
Yeah, the thing with Viego is you need someone to engage for you, and yeah, so obviously Garen used his Whirligig to clean the minions. Problem is you leave yourself completely vulnerable to this Gwen, and you can't hit her back.
Dear. And it seemed like that was Viego showing up after a full clear as well. Opted not to gank the bot lane, possibly too far pushed up. Speaking of bot lane, this is definitely going far better for Father's Jewels at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, it started off a bit rough, but obviously the fact Cog has still got a CS lead, it's still going to have a lot of thing. Obviously Emilio isn't quite as oppressive as Lulu, but it's still going to do a lot of damage. As Emilio gets items. I mean, Tryndamere,
my goodness,
absolutely no fear. He has 6, so he can use his Undying Rage. And yeah, that is the longest 8 seconds in League.
Is it 8 or is it 5?
It's 8. I'm pretty sure it's 8 seconds. Chat will probably correct me.
Oh my goodness, that is crazy. And JLD as well.
That's just another feat of warfare to the side.
Oh dear. Yeah, hate to see it. I mean, after such a surprising performance in the first game, adaptations were bound to be made, and of course one of them was removing that set from JLD. So now, possibly out of his comfort zone on this Garen, he finds himself 2 kills under at the 6-minute mark.
In FATED actually just get the trade, the grubs for the dragon, which I actually quite like for the side of Father's Jewels. Sukuna Dragon, it's probably the better option to scale, and it will just drag the game on, which will allow this Syndra and this Varus stats to get into the game.
Yeah, we'll see if they're able to open up that bot side as well and give them a little more of an advantage. But this is a replay of that absolute barbaric takedown in the mid lane. I mean, yeah. The saddest thing.
It's about 4 seconds. That's the longest 4 seconds known to mankind.
Oh, but hold on a minute. Wilma under this turret, Father chasing him out. Valky having no option other than to watch. DC immune. He's not bothered by the stuns, but great catch there from Vinko. Yeah,
to get that took Viego R. It took an exhaust and a flash from the Leona. It's a lot invested.
That is a large amount invested for sure.
To kill a 1-0 champion.
Oh, but hold on a minute. Valky supposedly caught out by Father. Phil just turns up. Ult is back again? What? I can't believe that. And great job there with the ult as well. Great timing.
Yeah, it's a stupid low cooldown when you really think about it. I mean, already it's been a quarter back as we see Father getting caught in the jungle.
Yeah, I hate to see it happen, but hold on a second. Bot lane have also been reinvigorated as the ult come out. Nobody seemingly dying yet. Vinko tanking most of the damage, but FATED Ashes on half health each.
I am glad to see this Varus coming out and being a bit more aggressive. Problem is, Cog already has boots, so you can be hard to lock down. And yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, we'll see how that plays out for them.
It all started with a kill on the Syndra
Goodness.
that we missed on the tower. They get the play and then they just overstay.
Yeah, definitely overstayed his welcome. I mean, great job on managing to find a kill on this Olaf, you know, but...
That was a big roam from Vinko.
Yeah. It was very ambitious. Luckily, they managed to get something out of it, but I'm a little concerned now seeing Vinko, or Valky, sorry, under that turret. Yeah, Father in the bot lane now, showing up. And hey guys, you need a hand? Sorry, I haven't been around. But perhaps they're going to turn their focus. Father, though, having no interest in that at all, walks away. As if you check the minimap, Wilma is taking the red side jungle from Father's Jewels. Yeah. And of course, up here, our hero in need, JLD on the back foot. Wilma most likely going to find his way back up to this top lane. Unless Flowers is able to finish him off first. But no, of course, tower dive.
Here comes the Viking.
Oh dear, and the... The
Viking doesn't get anything for it either.
Doesn't even receive anything for his troubles. Hold on a minute though. Oh my goodness. Father jumping straight onto Willow. Dies on the turret. Zero blue will fall soon after. Double kill for Kuong. And the Kog'Maw reminding them very slowly and painfully why they should have banned him in the first place, as Vinko is being chased down and chipped away for that third kill. Oh my goodness.
That's an unofficial triple for this Kog'Maw. And we were saying, you know, Faris, a bit more in this game. However, this Kog'Maw is going to now scale to the moon. As obviously feats of strength with that turret do go to Fated Ashes.
Yeah, I mean, when you opt to address the symptom and not the problem itself, this is the outcome of it, as the symptoms begin to show again. Definite overextension there and heavy commitment from Father, which led to the detriment of Zero Blue as well, and soon after Vilco. I mean, yeah, we called it earlier. They definitely oversaw something there.
The best thing about that is Milo didn't even have his ult during that whole engage.
Oh dear.
His Father just gets blown up in the jungle.
Yeah, Father definitely doesn't have the ult, but won't be able to use it. Even if he did, he'll just being chased down as well by the demonic Viking, as a double kill comes out for Valky. Complete change of result from the first game. Zero Blue as well, being heavily reminded why it is this guy is the problem and not the Lulu.
I think you know, our hopes for game 3, we're gonna have to wait till next round, because Fated Ashes are just burning the way through Father's Jewels right now.
Absolutely. I mean, they're showing that their ashes are true and those of their enemies are nothing but sacrilege. Oh my goodness, Valky, absolutely insane, managing to find the kill there. Undying range coming out, 4 seconds on the clock. Will he be able to escape? Seems as though he will.
The confidence of this Kog'Maw to walk right in the face of this Varus, right under the tower.
God. Oh, but
does give his life.
Wow.
But Emilio tidies up the Kog'Maw's mess.
That was amazing. You know what? The fact that he managed to walk away with a kill there, you have to commend it. That was great job. Father there with a cheeky smite, stealing the wall. Wilma not having as much of a result this time around though in this game. However, JLD trying to make something happen, itching for some of the dopamine from the first game, unable to find it as Flowers snips away at him for the 6th time. Very unfortunate.
Wilma's not had to do much, you know.
Until now.
Yeah, like they've got complete control over both jungles. Viego can't do anything. I mean, we see the farm difference, and it's painful. Father's Jewels need to go back to the jeweler, because right now all they're picking up is rocks. and not the shiny
yes.
kinds.
Yeah, these ones have not been cultured or, you know, chipped away at either. They're all completely dull, and it's not looking too good. Are you sure these are diamonds? Because these definitely seem like bits of glass. I don't know.
I was going with lumps of coal. I mean,
I would say glass because they're all breaking apart so easily.
well, pressure does make diamonds. And we got to see the pressure of being over 11k down.
Oh my goodness.
15 minutes into the game. This is... We could be seeing an end before Atakan here.
I mean, this is seeming like the second game of our first series today, where the first was close and the second is extremely rough as Huong manages to find 1 kill, 2 kills under this turret, perhaps a third will come out, chases in for it, no regard for his own life, dies for it, father stealing away his body, but the true cog still walks around. As Valky
the Emilio. Sleepy's like, you can take my Lula. I'm going to play the Messi himself.
Absolutely great open goal there. I mean, yeah, Fated Ashes are running away with this one. 22 kills to 4 at this 15-minute mark. 5 turrets to none. 4 grubs to 2. I mean, yeah.
I mean, if you just look at the scores, 0-5, 1-6, 1-5, 1-4, 1-2, nobody has got anything going. In contrast, 6-0, 2-1, 5-1, 7-2, 2-0. Even the support has more kills than any of the side of Father's Jewels.
Yeah, when you put it like that, that is extremely sad. I think the downside to this is, well, what we're seeing here is the gap that we were talking about of ranks, you know, and how decision making really defines the outcome. You know, we're seeing here these guys, what they should be doing is slowing things down, taking a back seat, farming a little more, you know, trying to pick the enemy out as opposed to trying to fight them up front. But you know, they're constantly running in, finding themselves in precarious positions, and yeah, this is how we end up in positions like this where you die under your turret.
Yeah, it's just rough. I mean, we see these replays. There's just nothing they can do. Yeah, it's
Tragic.
It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate because you don't want to see it, especially after how close game 1 was for a section. When we see on the picture-in-picture, massive fight going on.
Oh my goodness, I mean, they're going at it. Fated Ashes, hungry for blood, managing to secure another kill on Father, as well as the top lane turret.
I mean, at this point, there's nothing you can do. You just have to go balls to the wall. Try and just, like, go for Hail Marys.
Oh no.
And that is not how you... And that's not how you win we play in League, because it's not a Hail Mary kind of game.
Yeah.
And we do see the chat. Surrender vote did fail 3-2 for the side of Father's Jewels.
Oh wow.
And I mean, not only is it hard to gameplay-wise come back from this, but the mental is the hardest thing to come back from.
I think that's the biggest thing.
Especially when a Tryndamere can do this.
Oh my goodness, is he even gonna escape or find a third one?
He gets out. He 100% gets out.
No way. Oh, okay, well, you see, at this point, I mean, I do my best to remain neutral, but
you gotta go.
ALD.
Smash ya!
Managing to find the shutdown on Flowers, but it's just a temporary pickup, you know. This is really sad to see. The thing I want to touch on there is the psychology behind the surrender vote like that. When you are a pre-made team and you guys are at ends of whether you should surrender and call it or not, that in itself is going to tear the team apart. You know, all calls are out of the window. People will start making their own decisions, and that is only going to reinforce this lead that Fated Ashes have.
I mean, the big question is how in the next series, how do they bounce back? I mean, if you look lane by lane, they have all like the people, people on the side of Hardest Jules know what they're doing. They know how to play the game. Whatever they tried this game just didn't work. So you need to look at the VOD, work out what happened, and come up with a plan for your next match. I mean, good thing is there's media on every single team in this tournament now.
Yeah.
So even if you haven't scrimmed against them, you can see what they do and how they behave, how they play, what champions. See where they, because obviously you're in the losers bracket, but so is your team that you're going to be going against. Provided this does go the way it should go, because it's almost a 20k goal lead at this point.
I mean, that's a very confident statement, assuming... 17k
goal difference.
Oh goodness, don't remind me. I mean, yeah, it's just continuously spiraling down. It's not even spiraling, it has spiraled, and this is the slow death. These guys are currently alight. The Fated Ashes waiting for the embers to disappear so that they can collect the ashes of their enemies. As Wilma is in that dragon pit collecting the Infernal Drake for themselves and the team. Huong, despite being caught out by 3 members,
no damage
of Father's Jewels, doesn't even die, doesn't even care. Valky deep in there as well.
He doesn't die. He burns his out, but that's still it.
Oh my goodness, this is tragic.
He just goes to the wolves and heals up. Yeah, Father's Jewels need to go back to the drawing board. But we can't take away game 1. They came out swinging, and it was a really, really impressive game. Just game 2,
yeah,
it just didn't quite work.
That is very true. Olaf charging in onto Zero Blue there, dives into the fountain, taking all the pure damage, dies to Father. But will that change the outcome of this battle, or more so the game? Father chasing in, jumps in with the Viego ult, gets pulled in. What? Oh no, that was Leona, sorry. Leona dashing in. Oh my goodness. And JLD as well dying to his lane counterpart. This
11 and 2 on this Cosmo, 7 and 1 on the Tryndamere, and 2 kills, 14 assists, and no deaths on this Mulio.
I mean, look, you got to give it to Sleepy Willow. Absolutely performing in this series. 1 death in the previous game.
1 death this game.
1 death in this game, yeah.
It's just happened.
Remaining constant at least. But hold on a minute. All the inhibitors are open. It's going to take an act of God for this to be turned around. I hate to break it to you guys, but yeah.
I mean, the Winions are coming in. Tryndamere has his ult. He can let's just walk up and just
to focus on Vilko, saying I'm Valky, you're Vilko, let's fight. Finds the kill, activates the ult, gets 2, JLD dies, and Valky escapes. Holy moly, yeah, hate to see it happen. And very slowly and surely, this will be the very defined win for Fated Ashes.
19k goal difference in the end.